How's everybody doing today? Got another session here of a couple of questions, and got 3 of them picked out for us. So we're just gonna roll right into it today. You know, I've been meaning to do this a little more frequently, but we've been so busy around here I haven't had time to. So still playing catch up. Every day it seems like I'm playing catch up. So we're starting to get ahead and starting to get back on track. So appreciate everybody that's ordering from us. Hopefully you guys are having a good week this week, and we got one more day and then the weekend's here, so we're getting close. So today I got my buddy the Lenzo beadlock wheel here with a Mickey Thompson tire. It's a sweet setup. This is a 13 by 8.5. We can do a 13 by 8 or a 13 by 8.5. So either way, single outer beadlock. It's a great look, cost effective, works pretty well. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First question: have you ever considered doing something with the Nissan front wheel drive community? No, we haven't. But those SR20 VE engines are pretty potent. You guys can get a lot of power out of those things. They're a pretty impressive engine. We don't mess with them, but we have good friends over at Mazworks who do. So if you have a front wheel drive Nissan and you need work done, or you're looking to build some power, make some changes, talk to Mark over at Mazworks. He knows all that Nissan stuff like the back of his hand. He's the go-to. If I personally need something Nissan done, I would just take it straight to Mark and let him, do whatever he needs to do to it to make it right. So that's a good resource for you guys. So, question 2: what do you think is the best family hauler / track day car? All right, there's some good options in this category. Something that you're going to drive every day, something that you may be able to put your kids in the back, take them to softball practice, whatever activities your kids involved in. So we're going to talk 4 doors. We're going to talk either good dual clutch transmissions or a good 6-speed and good brakes, like in a performance sedan perspective, let's say. Off the top of my head, BMW M3s. Those things are great cars. They've been proven for years and years and years. And you can go back in time and get a late 90s 4-door one that's very good for its realm, or you can get a new current one and it does really well. So they always have great brake packages on them. Pretty good, pretty reliable for the most part. All the little things that do happen to those cars are pretty much thought through, and the answers are out there. So those things get a little pricey. So if you want to go a little more budget, I actually had a friend that had a really nice 4-door Civic Si build. It was like a 2013. He put the Stop Tech front brakes on it, suspension, wheels and tires, maybe some bolt-ons. It was perfect. Had 4 doors. It was more than capable on track. If you need some more power, you can always do something like a supercharger, but a 4-door Civic Si is a pretty dang good bang for the buck, track car / family hauler for not a whole lot of money. It just takes you a little bit of setup work to get the thing done. So those are probably 2 at the top of my list of what I'd be personally looking at for something at the 4-door. But truth be told, a Porsche 911 is a great family car as well, and of course more than capable on track. I had an 09 911 for a little while, and my family of 4 took a weekend trip in it from here in Central Florida to Charleston. I think at the time my kids were 6 and 9, and we packed smart, and my wife and I were in the front, and at that time the kids were small enough to fit in the back seats, and it was a great weekend. It's like, so anything can be made into a great family / track car. It's just a matter of what your perception is and how much effort and time and comfort you want to put into it, I guess. So lots of pretty solid choices. So all right, can I ride on a 1/4 mile pass with Tom? Technically, probably. From what I know, you can ride in a drag cart. It just has to have the correct seat, a correct harness, and you have to have all the correct safety gear for the time that you're running. So technically, yeah, I think there may be some videos out there of passengers running in 7-8 second cars. So it'd be pretty rad to do something like that for sure. And I'm sure there's probably already people out there doing it, or even like people with some Turbo Civic street cars that are more incapable of running into the 9s that are technically a street car. I'm sure they could be set up to do some ride along stuff. So that's actually a pretty cool idea. Not sure if it's something we're going to be doing, but overall it is possible. If you have a buddy with the car and the right setup, if you get all the safety stuff in there and you're wearing all the correct safety stuff, yeah, let it rip. So all right, that's about it for the night. We're gonna keep on trucking here, and got some new content, some new ideas, some new product stuff that we're kind of working on and playing around with. So keeping busy, and hopefully you guys appreciate it, and I definitely appreciate all you guys. So have a good night.